What up, positive vibrators tuning in around the world? In today's episode, we have the host of the A1 Day 1 podcast, Spyda The Realest, reppin West Palm Beach, Florida. He talks about his feelings towards the shooters that put him in a wheelchair, Kwame Brown versus all the smoke, and speaking things into existence. Hope you guys enjoy this episode.
The burnt aggro?
Spyda The Realest, what's good? Welcome back, brother. I see you.
And it happening with you, but
Chilling, man. Just trying to get the day going. You feel me? Like, shit. It's Monday. What can I say? It's Monday.
it's a holiday, but it's Monday.
Yeah, for real. How you been though, man?
I've been good, been blessed, man. Things been going, situations in my life been going up, as far as just little things I had to deal with. Now I have to deal with and things that I needed. You know what I'm saying? As far as my situation, you know what I'm saying? I've been getting. It's just been less stress. You know what I'm saying? And now I got my own got my spot. So I just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out, doing my little thing sometimes. You know, I just had a birthday pass. Other than that, man, I just make sure I give it back. That's all I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
How about you? What you been up to? How you been?
Oh man, shit, I can't complain. Like, blessed to have another day on planet Earth. That's what I always live with every day. You know, things could always be better, but at the same time, I'm always blessed to have what I have, you know. I heard this thing in a movie. They were like this movie called Mid-90s, and he said, you know, I wouldn't trade my shit for anybody else's shit, you know.
I be saying it to my homeboys. To some people, I like, man, you'll switch lives with me. And we'll be like, I'm straight. I'm straight. You got this. You know what I'm saying? Not that I would want to, but I just want to switch like one or two things because I don't want to give up my experiences with the people in my life that I've been through and met and had and lost and stuff. But at the same time, it just put life in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so just be glad to be able to have a chance to be better, to do better, to learn, to grow before you gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? Because once you start growing, then that's when you start leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. It's important what you just said, to always keep growing mentally, you know.
In any way you can always learn something or know something or like try not to be as disliked about something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you haven't tried it or if you don't really know about it, and if it hasn't been part of your history, you can't really go hard on those kind of things if you don't have any experience. Like I said, I made a post the other day. It was like, if you went to school for it and I lived it and experienced, and I lived it and went through it, who has the most experience? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you went to school for whatever, but I lived this certain thing you went to school for, and now, you know, like somebody taught me how to be in a wheelchair that's never been in a wheelchair, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm in a wheelchair and I know that what comes with how to go, I can help someone better than she could, you know what I'm saying? Than the person that taught me, I feel, you know, like, so, like, what can I do? Do I gain some experience out here in the corporate world, in the government, you know what I'm saying, in that type of world, so that I can, you know what I'm saying, take my challenge to South Beach like LeBron and help and do my thing, man. So
I feel like, you know, what you said there too, not just that, but like I feel like a lot of times people, they speak off other people's experiences or what they say without actually experiencing things for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends on how close you are to the situation. You can do that. Those are things that you can do. Speak on situations that you like not necessarily involved, but involved because you really experienced it. You was there, you seen it, but you didn't it didn't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you per se. It was just a part of you. So you can, and to an extent, you know. So that's what you have to understand when speaking on anything. You know what I'm saying? Talking to somebody about their lives and situations. But yeah, man, it's just another day. Just here to be here. Good to be here. And then, oh man, hey, what about that boy Kwame Brown?
I actually wrote Kwame Brown's name on a piece of paper to like, cause that's one of the things I was going to ask you about Kwame Brown, man. He's going off right now. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe he was just holding a lot of stuff inside, and he finally figured out how to use social media to get his message out. So now he's going off hard right now on all the people that have been talking shit about him throughout all the years, you know?
Yeah, and then not even that. Like he been holding it in. It's just he been doing this thing. He don't give a fuck. Is when people speak on you and you ain't even speaking on them or saying nothing, like nothing, and you started speaking on me. Cool. I put myself out there to be part of history, and so for you can, but then it's a certain way you can speak on me or when you need to speak on me. So you know what I'm saying? Like this that one the time when them boys wanted to joke, you know what I'm saying, and like hit you want to hit Steve Jack, and then the boy want to say what they say, and then it brought the woke that goddamn Geechee nigga up, whatever he is, with his mama. And that boy, he wasn't talking to real boy. Like all they do is this, you know what I'm saying, African American athletes and stuff and all that, and they want him to stop saying N word and doing and this and that. But that's all America do though. Talk, you know what I'm saying? Like Adam Morrison. When he went out, remember from Gonzaga?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Adam Morrison, number
Yeah,
one
yeah.
from you know what I'm saying? Really don't then like we know he was a whatever bus, whatever they want to call it. It wasn't the number one, you know, and then the dude Darko Milicic that went in the ground with LeBron and them before Dwayne Wade and them and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh, like, you know, like it's just you know what I'm saying, speak for itself. You can be real, you can say you real and this all you want, but when you're not, you know what I'm saying, treating everyone the same, we're doing critiquing things how you supposed to critique things when you're a hostess or you're a speaker or whatnot. And just okay, people gonna be biased and have favoritism, but you can't let that really play a role. And then you know what I'm saying, the man come at your ass with some real facts and what type of person you is and this, and then you want to go make 15-minute bloopers of him messing up and doing whatever. But they got 120 minutes bloopers of him going ham and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He was in the league 12 years. Like I don't know if that's a bust. You know what I'm
Yeah. I
saying?
think I think I think Kwame Brown, you know, he's not
Realistic.
he's definitely not the worst number one pick in my opinion, you know. I feel like there's been a lot of other number one picks like I think he had a better career than Michael Olowokandi from the Clippers. You remember him? Even like
He had a better career than Eddie Curry.
yeah. He just was very young at 18 years old. You're not fully developed like mentally and skill wise. So coming
All the
under that
time.
kind of pressure with Michael Jordan, I think that shit is tough because Michael Jordan's expectations are very high, you know?
You know this is how you want to see what state of mind Kwame may have been in or could have felt like just a little bit like out of 100%, we can at least get a good 20% feel, 25% feel. This is how you do that. Let's go back. You a hooper, right?
Used to
I'm a
be
hooper.
former, but yeah.
I'm a hooper. You a hooper. It's like riding. It's like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? Once I get back off these wheels, you know what I'm saying, bitch, I'll be down there to bust your ass. Hey, but yeah, so it's like riding a bike, bro. So
Yeah.
you're a hooper, I'm a hooper. You 17, you rated number one, going to the league. You know what I'm saying? You the man. You supposed to be that. Like damn, like you the man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you 17, 17. You know what I'm saying? Like bitch, you still in your feelings. Your body still. Like, you know what I'm saying? You still getting trying to get your meat wet if you ain't got it wet yet. Like you know, I'm telling you, probably playing basketball and all your life and stuff. Your brothers was the dogs and going ham and doing that thing. They kept you out the streets from doing certain shit or whatever, man. Make sure you go the right way. So,
Who would you take in a fight, Matt Barnes or Kwame Brown?
man, Kwame Brown is 7 feet, bro. Like that's what you gotta. You take that till you lose. You know what I'm saying? You take the size because there's always no 140 versus 300 pounds or 140 versus 250 or two something. You know what I'm saying? You got to really bring that force, and it's gonna be hit different. You can it can be beat. You know what I'm saying? David did Goliath, but at the same time, not with nobody that's know what they're doing too that can take a punch as well. Like, but it just toss up. It's a toss up because Matt Burns back gonna go ham and you know what I'm saying, bro gonna protect himself. So, and I know what I'm saying, but that's like if it comes to if I had to bet my money, if I was a betting man, you know, I got to go ahead and go with the boy, the Geechee guy, or the Mama Seasoning.
You talk You
The
talking
ugly
about
ass boot.
who? Matt Barnes?
Uh, no, Kwame.
Oh, Kwame. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them boots on, bitch. With that tractor, that bitch gonna jump off that tractor trailer, bitch, and jump on them finger and jump on them
Yeah.
finger
I
waves.
think I think the only way Matt Barnes would win is if he's like a trained fighter. You know, if they're both not trained and it's just like street fighting, I think Kwame Brown will win based off of his size. But if Matt Barnes has any type of like martial arts training, like jiu-jitsu, then he might have a chance, you know, if he's been doing it for years. Just, you know,
Yeah,
based off skills and stuff. But if it's just like yeah, you know, streets, no holds bar, you got I would go with size too.
that's like betting against Shaq in a street fight. You know what I'm saying? Depends on who he fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you fight Jackie Chan or somebody,
Yeah. Even then, man, it's like I would still, even though Jackie Chan is trained, like I would still go with, like size, man. The size, you know, is too different, you know?
it's stupid. It's stupid different. I said that because, but the training and the skills stupid different as well. You know what I'm saying? Jackie Chan got more skill, but Shaq got more size and skill too.
Yeah.
So that could help with he could take a punch more than you can. He grab your ass. That bitch should grab you, bro.
Well, what you smoking on today?
Banana, some banana peel, some type of
Yeah. Is it like did you do you roll it up yourself or you get it pre-rolls?
oh shit, no man. I roll up myself.
Got you,
No,
got you.
yeah. Bro, yeah, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful, man, because what they trying to do with the weed by making it legal, like they're trying to put some shit in it. They're trying to make it too much stronger, you know what I'm saying, by adding their chemicals and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's already a natural, but once you go to adding things to make it stronger, like is that a natural anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's gonna be hurting niggas like us and shit. So it's just like we might have to start getting on the plant. Oh yeah, and then bro,
Hmm.
at that living off the grid, like you know what I'm saying, pay attention to that like especially what your boy is talking about, like how he been living for the last 13 couple years or so.
Hmm.
Like that, if that ever come into effect to you know what I'm saying, natural disaster hitting something, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, plan off of, you know what I'm saying, like need supplies that have to live off that, but just make that part of your life, like getting certain things, having little things. So if you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to go with that for so long, you know what I'm saying? If some things happen because this vaccine, they making it to where you can't leave the country and all this extra stuff if you don't get the shot. Did
Hmm.
you get the shot yet?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, man. I'm torn in between. I'm still on the fences about it.
That's the same way I'm on. But I get sick, then I guess I gotta go. You know, I gotta go get a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what I believe in me and other things. So we'll see until then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say like going back to like weed though. Like I took a chance, man. I was trying to save some money and I bought some like outdoor grown weed, and that shit was like kind of like I kept smoking it and it would get me high a little bit, but it would like over time like it would be hurting my lungs and stuff because I think maybe there's some pesticides. So yesterday I copped some of these right here, some runts. I'll show you what it looks like. Like this, it's a lot better. I smoked it last night on the live stream, and this shit had me flying high as shit.
Yeah, the runts.
Yeah,
The runts good.
this shit smells like gas, man. The shit that I was smoking on that outdoor shit, that shit smelled like it was from the '90s.
Hey,
But
hey,
this,
what Ice Cube say? This shit smell is out though. Smell like endo. Ice Cube on Friday.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but that shit that I was smoking on, that was like some Reggie Bush, man. That shit, I still have a lot of it, man, because I bought a lot because it was cheap. But that shit, I probably won't even smoke that shit, man. It's like this shit is like this runts. It's a cleaner smoke to me, like and a stronger high. But then again, it goes back to what you were talking about. I don't know if like it's
But
like how much
but
chemicals they put in or additives to make it stronger, you know, or if it's naturally like that.
yeah, but then you know how you've been smoking long enough to some things, you know what I'm saying, you don't be able to off rip. understand and taste and see, and okay, I don't know, I don't want to play with that. And then certain things gonna be like, damn, it's good right here. So that's gonna be that's gonna be more of the natural, you know what I'm saying, less artificial, you know what I'm saying, in there that's been grown with the plant, you know what I'm saying, not just been added as, you know what I'm saying, a substance, it's actually it's actually a entity, something that's, you know what I'm saying, that needs to grow. Is actually what is it? What do they call a mineral? It's something that needs to feed off.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Other
the
things.
the the nutrients and shit.
Yeah, it's something that needs to feed off of dirt. You know what I'm saying? Dirt, air, all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like almost like a natural organism.
Yeah,
That's what I want to say right there. You know what I'm saying? That helps the plant, and that's good for it, for THC, and makes it stronger naturally. So when you smoking those be the ones. And like other shit, get you headaches, get you certain type of, you know what I'm saying, shits,
yeah,
kill you.
yeah. Or the shit I was feeling like when I was smoking that Reggie Bush, I felt like my shit, it was hard to breathe. Like, I mean,
part, of, part of that George Bush, man. Shit, how you feel? Trump gonna be back and next and for you and after this shit over. You straight with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know if he's gonna be back. I feel like he's getting old, man. He's gonna be pushing like 80 by the time by the time 2024 is around. So it's like, does he have the energy and mental capacity to handle it? Um, like that's still about almost 4 years away, a little bit less than 4 years away from now. So it's like, we'll see. But politics is one of those things where I'm like, does it really matter? It matters in some instances, but on the day to day, like since Biden's been in office, my life hasn't changed that much. I still do the same shit.
Every president ever came through this bitch has been the same. Except for these little stimulus check that niggas been getting, but other than that, it's been the same type going on. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to work. You have to take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of the way. Try to survive, live. You know what
I
I'm saying?
I think it just depends on what stance people want to take. Do you really believe in the system that much that you would ride or die behind whoever gets elected? Or do you see the game and say, like, I see the game for what it is. Therefore, like for me, like I always say, like for now, I feel like I'm a true independent. I didn't vote, man. Like, I don't. I haven't voted since 2002. It's like,
For real.
I don't know.
Right.
The only way I would get out and vote is if there was like a candidate that like I felt like really strong about, and I was like, all right, I like what this person's saying, and I feel like they can move the country in a good direction, or they're very sympathetic or empathetic towards like the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even get out there and vote for Obama. I just wanted him to win. You know, like that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a realist because, you know what I'm saying, like I'm in reality. You understand? I understand that, and I like to deal with that things that happen. You know what I'm saying, at, whether they're physical or mental, or, you know what I'm saying, just situations where, like, okay, how did we get here? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And to get an understanding and get things through and go ahead about the next time, my time in the end of the day.
But yeah, I hear what you're saying though about um yeah, the president. But I feel like, yeah, the president with that, it's just like that's just like the face of the country, and pe- people sometimes, like, if our lives aren't going well, we look to blame somebody, right? So I feel like the president, he's the easy target. He's the face of the country. So it's like, but in reality, I feel like it's up to the people. Every human being has to decide like what reality they want to have while they're on planet Earth.
Yeah, and you gotta understand, it's not gonna be your actual reality. It's just the plan that you wanted, how you wanted to be, how you wanted to go. And then so now, when those unaccounted variables that you don't account for, that you don't want to have, like you don't plan for, you know what I'm saying, and your reality come along, you still only wait till your reality. You just gotta deal with that shit and don't let it make you. You gotta let that shit make you. stronger, make you better. You know what I'm saying? Until you can go on, not bitter.
I wish like I was more in tune back in the day when Obama was in office, but at that age in my 20s, like I wasn't like focused on like world issues. I was more like selfish about what I wanted all throughout my 20s. Like, how can I get more money? How can I, get more ladies and shit like that? Just always chasing women and chasing money all through Obama's term. You know what I'm saying? But that's just where my mind state was at that time.
That's the only thing niggas chasing in they from teenagers to their 30s and shit, dog. Cause liquor, we drinking that shit straight.
Yeah, just drinking a lot too and shit. Not caring. But the older I get, now I'm pushing 40. And so I'm like paying more attention to what's going on around me. And
Yeah,
it's
and
always
then
been, but yeah, certain things I feel like we can't change though. Like things are gonna be how they're gonna be. The ball has already been in motion for so many years. But then certain things that are negative, we have to fight for.
plan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever together, your emergency plan, whatever the case may be, you got this shit together. Like, you know, is you understand all what they say, what everybody says. You know what I'm saying? Oh, natural disaster. This is gonna happen at the end of the whatever. And, oh, this is overdue. Like they say in California, they talking about that goddamn earthquake that's been overdue for 150 years. It's been 150 years, and it's like overdue for like the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? That's why they've been having a many earthquakes. They had like 300 many earthquakes over
Yeah.
there in San Diego somewhere.
They always
Like
talk about
I'm,
that though.
I'm,
But who
I'm,
knows? Who knows when
but
that's gonna happen?
I'm in Florida. Yeah, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I'm in Florida. But you know what I'm saying? And that's the shit like that I understand. I understand what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying, in other places and things like that too, because you know what I'm saying, the plans and the things I got may have going on, and at the same time it's just situation awareness, you know what I'm saying? Good to know about whatever you can be ahead of or be ready for. So that when it hit, it ain't like, oh, and then nah, you a victim.
Hmm.
No, no, no. You can be bummed. You can be up on things or whatnot. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah. I
was.
seen
Hmm?
you was streaming last night, huh?
Yeah, I was streaming last night. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, yeah. So, yeah. Now I was gonna come in and talk shit. Go ahead. Yeah, go.
Yeah, you should come in and talk shit with me. Sometimes like I just get high and it's hard to focus on like one conversation because I like to talk to everybody, but then sometimes there's my thoughts, they go different ways in the live stream. But what did you think about like that shooting that happened in Miami recently at that concert that killed two people and had like 25 people injured? Well, that's kind of close to home, Palm Beach. But like,
Oh yeah.
what were your
Uh,
thoughts on that shooting, man?
the whole situation was about somebody, but like, and then it was at a well-renowned, you know what I'm saying, respected place. You know what I'm saying? And with some big name people there too at the same time involved in that shit. So I'm just like, it's just, I'm not saying living the life we live, bro, and going to the points where we going to, you know what I'm saying, the levels that we going to, and seeing like, okay, these are levels that we going to, and people doing this at these levels, and that's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got everything, you know what I'm saying, you straight, like, you know what I'm saying, you financial straight, not everything, you know what I mean? You got everything because you financial straight, but like, these niggas, you know what I'm saying, been thugging in on that shit for a long time, so
You know how a lot of times people they preach like education, which is important, but I feel like with formal education, they don't give people, young kids, the right type of education. It's more about trying to control them and get them to remember like facts and shit that it is not applicable to daily life. I feel like young kids, they need more like mental training, like X-Men. You can have all these talents, but they need to be able to go to like a school with Professor X and like cultivate their skills and talents. But
yeah, massive.
but like if they teach like the young kids like how to handle ab like negative situations better and learn how to like take losses and shit and bounce back, I think society will be better.
Because back in the day, it used to be a village. Now it's the internet raising kids and make you think you got to do this when this happened. Like, if it's no blood spilled and not even that shit, or if y'all just bumping this, that, and like, you can move on from those things. Cause niggas down there bump niggas back in the day, and we straight, we moved on. It's not that. But once now these niggas want to kill for anything and do that, so it ain't no coming back from a lot of them dumbass activities that they involve themselves in, especially when they think. You know what I'm saying? It's like making them look real, or they real, they this and that.
What are your thoughts on like the current gun laws? It's a deep question that is very controversial in the U.S. But there's like what happened in Miami, what happened in like San Jose recently, and I actually know somebody that I went to high school with that was actually killed in like one of those mass shootings at a warehouse like that he worked at back in St. Louis. So like, how do you feel about the gun laws currently today? And yeah, just what are your thoughts and feelings on that?
Like, I'm saying people need their guns, but like they should tell their background, bro. You gotta been at least in a couple altercations in your life without guns. You know what I'm saying? Without having a gun or something. Like, some people get a gun, never been even in a fucking fight.
It's
You know
so
what I'm
hard though. I think it's so hard because people can snap any day. You can sell a gun to somebody legally that checks out background wise and whatever. But then once they obtain that gun and then they're fine for years. But then all of a sudden they go through some traumatizing experience in their life and then they just snap. But they have the weapon now that can hurt other people. So I think it's like tough. It's tough to say like
saying?
who should have one and who
Yeah.
shouldn't have one.
Yeah, it's like that catch-22, man. So I just be like, shit. Yeah, fuck it. I guess anybody that's legal, that wherever they got it now, that's straight right now for me, I guess.
I do agree that people should have the right to bear arms. You know what I mean? I would never say like people shouldn't have that right. And but when people got to understand if there ever was like a situation where it became like the government versus the people, like in a all out war, like the people we ain't fucking with like missiles and bombs. You know what I'm saying? Like if the government ever wanted to like go in like on the people, like
Ass,
they have that heavy artillery shit that we
yeah,
don't
they
have.
ass is grass.
Yeah.
You gotta have somebody on the inside.
Yeah.
So many people, like, bro, we don't want to play with them people, man. Just want to do your thing and get out the way. They gonna already demise themselves anyway by trying to keep this shit up where they got going. And, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the people down, telling us the Constitution, we run the government, but it's, you know what I'm saying? We ain't getting enough say so. It ain't looking like, you know what I'm saying? Which we run it, or we got say so and what the fuck going on. That shit that's all bullshit. But Kwame Brown gonna wake these niggas up, like, gonna stop making people be against people, like especially black people and Spanish and Asian and other type of people that's not white. At least stop being against each other, like in a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Try to be better, even if they don't manage. He'll get some. He'll get some. You know what I'm saying? And show them that, like, these people, man, just making it just by the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you ain't good enough no more for that, then they'll kick you to the curb.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
think
what it.
real people just got to speak their truth, and but at the same time, like I think people they got to look at, you know, themselves first. I think that's the issue. Like a lot of times, people we don't look at ourselves and say what's wrong with me. They look at other people and then they try to base their life off of other people instead of saying, that's them. But what is my current circumstance right now, and how can I make my current circumstance better?
Yeah. Like getting energy and getting inspiration from other situations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just knowing it could have been worse or it could have been this, and I have to deal with this or that. Like, it's just being an individual to know, like, shit don't be worth half the things that they think is worth, or their time or their money. You know what I'm saying? The energy that they put into certain stuff, they don't be worth whatever they're doing.
How do you like spend most of your time these days? Like, what is the average day for you?
So I've been getting some rest as of lately. So I get up like 9 or something, maybe something to eat or some shit. And then I network on my one of my phones, you know what I'm saying, with the people, get part of my story because I'm making, you know what I'm saying, making my life story and things. And then, I'll be have my podcast. So I'll be having little things and stuff I want to hit when I'm ready to do that, when I'm ready to do another podcast. And then I um, if I ain't got no appointments or anything to go out and get and do, you know what I'm saying, I set a date up for the goes to this go to a place. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like they got all type of shit. They got all kind of other wheelchairs. You know what I'm saying? You can bump each other, do a whole bunch of crazy shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like getting back into able to do do other things. So like I'm usually home all week, politicking on my phone, doing things, going to meetings, going to the store, doing whatever, get what I need to get. And then the weekend come if I'm gonna hang out, do something, you know what I'm saying, with my bros, like just talk, chill, link up, just get out the house, you know, let's get out the house, show
Yeah.
some love to go show some love to some people, to my nephew that be hooping and stuff. I be posting them and stuff like so. Cause that boy good, Kaden, good. He gonna be out of it.
Yeah.
So
How I was gonna say, like, how are things like uh with the like pandemic and since the how are things like in where you're from, like West Palm Beach, like are things starting to open up a little bit, or do you feel like it's still people are still hesitant to go out?
man, these people in Florida crazy, man. They don't give a fuck like that, man. They like we been out, been doing things, been having shit going on. For the boys cleared it. And then they done cleared it, so now they all hanging out and stuff, doing their thing. So it's still a pandemic, bro. It's shit like AIDS, bro. It's still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just ain't talked about. So like this shit don't change. Like you gotta still do things to protect yourself. Like you can move how you want to move, not do what you want to do with this. You know what I'm saying? If you want to wear a mask, you want to keep your hands sanitized, do whatever you want to do to protect yourself. That they gave you out here, that they let you know.
It's a very controversial topic, and some people they feel like, the whole thing was like a scam, or it was like set up by the government. But then there's some people on the other side that believe the shit is very real and dangerous. Like, how do you feel personally about it?
They tell me it's real and dangerous, bro. It's real and dangerous. That's it. It's, you know what I'm saying? That's what they saying out there. Like they tell you the truth all the time. People don't want to take it. You know what I'm saying? They want to make it what they want to make it. You know what I'm saying? But they always put it right on TV, right in front of our eyes, the books and everything. Shit been happening. And then we just want to take it as a coincidence or some shit going on.
Yeah.
Which is real. It's real and dangerous. Just like they say. So, you know what I'm saying? I just been washing my hands, doing what I've been doing. Stand around there, protect themselves the same.
In the US, like big businesses, they've been incentivizing people to get the vaccine. Like, and some conspiracy theorists or people that oppose the vaccine, they're looking at that and they're like, what is the reason? Why are like companies like Uber and like uh there's some other major corporations that are giving people incentives to get this vaccine. Like, do you think there's like a hidden agenda behind it, or do you feel like
No,
it's
bro. Like you want to give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? I say I don't know because I want to give people a chance, but at the same time, if I just go be clear, they doing shit like offering you in New York. They offering you free trips to museums and zoos and shit, parks and all this dumbass like cheap people shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like offer niggas some real money or something like or if you want somebody to do something, but it's just a way to get what they want done. You know what I'm saying? And then when they don't get enough of what they want done, then go higher. They'll start setting standards to where you can't leave or you can't do certain shit if you ain't got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It really become like new zombie movies. You know what I'm saying? It won't be as zombie-fied as far as like, oh, niggas walking, but niggas without the vaccine or then be the niggas with the vaccine become the zombies. And no telling like bitches gonna be wanting to stay away from certain things and then got that like it'll be shit like that going on. Like it's just they think they got it all sold up because they running it right now.
I just saw something about like they're letting foreigners come to America, fly to America to get the vaccine because in some of these smaller countries, it's harder for them to get vaccinated. So in America, there's an abundance of vaccinations because some people they don't want to take it, but in some countries they really want to take it and they have a shortage. So they're flying to America to get it because I think the only thing you need to get it is like a ID. You know, this shit is wild, man. I'm like, I don't know if I would fly somewhere to just to get a vaccine.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That, that ain't it. America trying to take over the world, for real. They're trying to take over the world like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. But
You know,
but I don't know.
shit.
I think it's like I don't know if it's just the U.S. though, man. I think it like because you know how we have the United Nations where all the top like politicians they gather together at the United Nations and they try to figure out like world plans, which some people fear like globalization. But I think globalization is going to happen, especially now. I feel like because of the internet and everybody's connected, and it's easier to like talk to people from all over the world. So it's just a matter of how I think they want to go about it. Like I think people they question sometimes like the motive behind globalization. But I think just like anything in life, there's pros and cons. And do we want to believe that there's like a evil agenda from these politicians, or do we want to believe that they're trying to do good by the people? You know what I mean?
They want to chime in on everything, so like everybody don't speak every language. So globalization, then, you know what I'm saying? It'll be just certain groups talking to certain people as in America or wherever they be at or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? To see what they saying. They saying any keywords. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they always it's agenda, bro. You know what I'm saying? Until they stop having fucking agendas and start having the people agenda like better. How do we make how do we get all these people off the streets and shit like that and make everything at least equal, you know what I'm saying? Well bitch everybody got somewhere to sleep except for the people that really out here, okay, fucking off and junking and you know what I'm saying, and deserve to be in jail or deserve to be what they doing because they don't want to try or be the or do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Globalization, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just another thing for them. You know what I'm saying? Get money and be in a big business. You know what I'm saying? When they got shit going on.
Do you think there's like a agenda for depopulation? Like the
Uh,
governments are trying to they do certain things because they know if like they don't practice depopulation, like certain areas or certain countries are going to have too many people and there's not enough resources, so it's going to affect the economy.
they got genetic chickens and shit and all this other stuff, bro. So depopulation is just for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't. This shit ain't overpopulated like that, man. People leaving here every day. People leaving this bitch dying, flying, and all that other shit. They leaving this bitch. So depopulation is just like thing for them, bitch. So they try to keep their masses going, try to keep their power. You know what I'm saying? A superior.
Did you listen to DMX's new album yet, Exodus?
I heard a couple songs of that. You know what I'm saying? They played, but I haven't listened to it like that. You know what I'm saying, man? I just chilling, letting them live, like soaking the shit in like that. Like how he been asking for help his whole life, always been real. Nobody never really, you know what I'm saying, was like therefore know he was on drugs his whole life and stuff. Like there'll be nobody like sometimes you need a bitch to really step in, you know what I'm saying, to get you to kick it, but
Yeah.
especially at 15, ain't no telling, man. So I just been sitting back chilling, letting them rest, letting things rest. You know what I'm saying? When people pass, that's what I do. I just give shit time for me to try to understand it, and then for you know what I'm saying, them to try to understand it and never know how it is on the other end.
Yeah. That weed looks like it kicked in, man. You look kind of tired now.
Nigga, I'm me. I'm always G. I'm always cooling. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
but I think you should peep out if you have time. Like, give that DMX album like a hard listen because to me,
yeah,
he's one of the realest rappers of all time. You know, real in the sense
yeah,
that he stayed true to himself. You know, that's what I look
yeah,
for when I listen to artists. I'm like, is this artist being true to themselves? I might not be able
yeah,
to relate to every artist, but if I see that they're being authentic and true to themselves, then I feel like, all right, I can fuck with them.
yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? My brothers that make music, you know what I'm saying? I don't care too much about making it, going through the process, but I like to hear it and finish, you know what I'm saying? How authentic it is, how what you saying, is it, you know what I'm saying, conducive to what you living, or, you know what I'm saying? Are you believable? And then once I get to know the artist or the thing or the person, and then listen to their songs again, and then get to understand, it's like you get a better respect for a person once they have once you see like that they really about what they be speaking, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily they gotta be like negative or this or that. It's just like especially when they about some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Even if it is negative, but they do the owning up part, they do the real part, and do the, you know what I'm saying? Like letting you know that's not what it is, the negative part not what it is.
Have you been listening to any good music or new artists, or you just been listening to old stuff?
I always be trying to listen to new this and do that, and I always have my old stuff. You know what I'm saying? It takes me time to remember the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? I come across it except for that one girl. What's her name? Corey, COI. You know what I'm saying?
Coy
She sang.
Leroy, and Benzino's daughter. Yeah.
I'm gonna hang around people that's gonna make me elevate. You know what I'm saying? She sang that song. That shit go hard. But, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to all types of genre of music. You know what I'm saying? So it might be some good shit out there. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know about yet. I might be on it late, might have been out there years. And I get on it 10 years or 5 years after it came or right on time sometimes. Yeah, always find a way to make his way to me because that's what I like. That's you know what I'm saying, help me get me going and get me to live, understand like people living this shit too. Like they done been through, you know what I'm saying, this ain't no way they saying this without experiencing this knowing this type, you know what I'm saying, of stuff that they saying. Like they can have a ghostwriter, but if I still can feel it and relate to it and understand it, then that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? Like that song, what's that dude that sang that song? My legs don't work like they used to no more.
I don't know.
Yeah, man, that was he still sweep me off of my feet. Hey, that thing go hard. Yeah, that shit go hard, brother.
Yo, I gotta take a piss real quick, but I have a good question that I wanted to ask you when I get back, man, about Ti. I want to hear your thoughts on Ti,
Oh shit.
because Ti's he's been getting more political, so he's been. I feel like the mainstream media is trying to play him out, with those
They
allegations. They trying to Bill Cosby him, but I want to hear your thoughts on how you feel about it. But I gotta take a piss though. Can you give me like 2 minutes?
do you think, bro?
All right, for sure. Oh shit! It smells like weed in my room, man. That runts. It smells too gassy.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah, but yes. But going back though, like, what are your thoughts on like the whole Ti situation? You feel like these accusations, there's some truth to it, or you feel like it's all false accusations?
No, no, bro. I hope it might be some truth to it. I know telling. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't wanna. think that he was living like that. So the person I know, T.I. that I know for the longest, never gave off no sign, especially all the kids that you got and all that type of stuff. So,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Like, even with like, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, it's like they have like an image, right, that they portray for the longest time. But then, if those allegations were true, it's like it's hard to trust or believe anybody, right?
Yeah, you had me fucked up all the time. You got me out here messed up. I'm liking you, rooting for you, laughing at you. You out here taking advantage of people and doing shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to like nobody or like nothing like that and feel like they was involved in something like that. It just so that's why now everybody take everything with a grain of salt. Like, just take it easy before they make their opinion. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? You say what you want it to be, but then you just leave it open to what it's gonna be. So that way you ain't, you know what I'm saying, don't have no expectations. You won't be let down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like,
I don't know. For me, yeah, I respect certain people and I believe people are telling me the truth until proven otherwise. But
yeah,
at the same time, I know that there's no man that doesn't have any like fallacies. Even myself. As much true
yeah,
shit. As I might think I'm saying, like I have my faults too, and there's certain things that I stand for and I believe in that some people probably wouldn't. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You alright?
yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting on the pain.
Mm.
I've been fighting it off, but
Is that like related to like your
yeah,
like is it
just
like a because of some nerve damage in your spinal cord?
yeah, from when I got shot. Yeah,
Do you take any painkillers or you just be blazing trees?
yeah, I just be smoking on trees, man. And then I got some painkillers. You know what I'm saying, that I take. You know what I'm saying, but I just take them. I make sure I keep them for when they really bad. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Does
saying, like,
drinking like help with the pain?
yeah, they help. It'll help with the pain, but I do that in moderation. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause with that leads to your liver and all that. So, but it does help.
For the people that are tuned in and listening, a lot of Spyda The Realest, he was in an accident, like a victim of gun violence, but he's now in a wheelchair. But like when that happened, like did you ever feel any like type of like like anger and animosity towards the like shooters? Like did you have like any type of like revenge in your heart at that time when it happened?
Not really. I was like upset because, you know what I'm saying, once I found out what's going on and how it happened, who did it, you know what I'm saying? It was like a couple of days into it after surgery and all that. I thought like come back to and get normal. I was upset because, you know what I'm saying, like I was born in an environment, you know what I'm saying, like where things like this happen. You gotta watch who you be around, who you hang with and stuff, in the places that you go. So I was more, you know what I'm saying, like let down by, you know what I'm saying, the people around me that knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And like it wasn't set up for me and then whatever, but it could have been, you know what I'm saying, we could have handled it better and got, you know what I'm saying, a lesser a verdict than what I got right now, you know what I'm saying, that situation. You know what I'm saying? The boy got caught in jail and all that, but I could have got, you know what I'm saying, I ain't have to be doing, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, time in a chair and all this shit. So I wasn't ever upset, like at per se the shooter once I found out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you feel like what happens like in the streets like is just a way of life at this point and it's like it'll never change, or do you feel like there's something that will cause things to change eventually?
it could be, but you know what I'm saying, I'm so numb to pain, so used to like stupid shit things always just happening reoccurrence, and then with this all this technology nowadays, people gonna be looking chasing the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's it's possible, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this Kwame stuff, you know what I'm saying? Talking about his get along, go along game, like showing you how everybody just dissing, you know what I'm saying, their own kind. Not even, you know what I'm saying, for no reason. Nobody ain't cut you, kill nobody in your family, you just hate them for no reason because they getting it or doing it or because they ain't get it and do it how you like or cause or some shit. So like with this world, man, all this hate, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to just, you know what I'm saying, try to try to be changed, try to talk to, you know what I'm saying, help people and make people better.
I think it's about the kids, man. I think people that go through experiences in life that other people don't go through, they got to teach the kids, you know. Like if we're not giving the kids the proper message on how to think differently, and how, like what we talked about earlier about education, formal education, they don't teach kids like how to deal with certain situations and how to deal with like taking L's, you know, in life and moving forward. So if that's not being taught to the kids, then it's going to be the same cycle over and over again.
Yeah, you gotta be bigger. Gotta teach people to be bigger than their situation. You know what I'm saying? Like grow from it.
Yeah.
Learn from it. It's like
Yeah.
it just sucks. It just sucks that they still got an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Adults got an agenda. So and then they put that down to the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hate is hate is taught. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't kids don't grow up just hating and doing this and that. They might grow up selfish and want their way or something, but not hating somebody because of this or that. So it just we have to do better. Like, but it ain't nothing we can do when they got this internet that show them like they can do anything. You know what I'm saying? They can do anything without caring or this or that. Just this and that. Just do this and do that, and then you'll be this. And nah, they getting money. And you tell people kiss your ass and shit.
From generation to generation, like, or decade to decade, shit don't really change that much. The only thing that changes is like technology. Like we can't control that, so we're heading towards like this world where everybody has an opinion, you know, even for me and you to be able to do what we're doing right now and speak what we're thinking and then put it out. Just because we put it out, I think doesn't mean people care, right? But having the ability to do that is
Yeah,
is a good thing, but there's also the downside to it. But how
yeah,
much is it affecting young minds? That's something that it's hard to gauge, you know, because
yeah,
there's so many people. There's so many people that have phones and access to say or be whatever they want to be online, but their day to
yeah,
day could be different, you know. And but I think in the same sense, like it's kind of taken away from uh some people that are that might be like really talented or grinding, like they put in a lot of work into their craft and what they want to become, and then you see certain people get a name off of doing some dumb shit.
yeah. And that be it. That be it. They get caught onto that and not caught onto this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing their homework on that instead of doing their homework on this, and you know what I'm saying, getting real food and learn how to live and survive out here. And you know what I'm saying? Just and then also knowing about that too. You can learn that and love that too and know about that, but get that shit that's really, you know what I'm saying, that's every day, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna help you thrive, help you survive. So it's just on the individual, bro, and the people. Like, you know, like we gonna keep doing what we doing and trying to, you know what I'm saying, have grasp on people. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a few at a time.
Yeah, I think we live in this generation, man, where it's like the like what Charlemagne the God always says. He's like the truth when the lie becomes more interesting or entertaining than the truth, and so people get on that, you know, and they think, oh, that's how I'm gonna get a name, you know, like doing some clown shit. But then because nobody's paying attention to me when I'm speaking the truth and speaking the real.
Yeah. And then when you get on that, you gotta. That's what they know you for now. You know what I'm saying? You know for the clown shit now, like, and then so when you get the real or you get the other stuff, you're gonna be. It'll take you half-ass, half-sortedly. You know, like it just. That's why you always gotta kind of come one direction. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like be you, but be. You know what I'm saying? Be real. Be accommodated to the people. You know what I'm saying? Think about what the people may want to hear and like or whatever too. But as far as getting your message out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you gotta learn. To
I
try
think
to have
yeah, I think people when they think about keeping it real, they think about keeping it real with people that might be fake, and I think that's not like that's a bad way to approach it. I feel like people need to keep it real with themselves and say what is my main objective of what I'm doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? You know?
you can't keep it real with yourself. You can't keep it real with nobody else, man.
Facts,
Uh,
facts.
yeah, forever real, like for real. Like you gotta go home at the end of the day. At least keep it real with you, or you home fronting in the mirror. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. You out front. You was out there fronting already. So like, at least get home and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm a pussy. Whatever. Like, keep it with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that'll help you in the long run because you'll stop acting out there and start, you know what I'm saying, doing the shit that you do at home and bringing it out in the real world. Like instead of fronting all the time or whatever, or trying to put on or worrying about how people see you or be scared of you, how they view you. You know what I'm saying? You just be worrying about like as long as they understand you and feel you and get you, you know what I'm saying, and know that you what you standing on and how you moving so they'll never gotta think second two times about you. They hear something about you, you know what I'm saying? They know they come to you and or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you can't just say anything. But when you move in certain type of ways, bitch, it's gonna always be you know what I'm saying? The sideways face of that, like, man, I don't know about that nigga. So, but yeah, that's just, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's got to do with yourself, bro. At the end of the day,
yeah.
you
I
look
think
good.
yeah, I think keeping it real, man. That's what it's about is keeping it real with yourself. If you're real with yourself, then you can kind of understand and then also see like people that are being fake, you know. But if you're fake
Yeah,
too, then you might not recognize people that are fake because y'all everybody's in the same boat. but once, but it takes time though, because for me, like there was a period in my life where I was just like, you know, I know in my heart certain things that I did wasn't right, but I just did it, just trying to fit in or trying to be part of the like cool group or whatever, and not really
yeah,
thinking about it. But I'm lucky enough to, I think, get to a stage in my life where I can recognize that and look back and say, you know, I wasn't being real at certain times in my life, you know, with myself.
you knew that at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, but you still willing to suffer the consequences. That's all that matters too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're gonna fake a phone. At least be willing to suffer the consequences that come with it and all that stuff and go through the motions. You know what I'm saying? But you be gonna try to be this and be that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that ain't you. So until you learn. But when you learn, you know what I'm saying, you learn how to move. You learn how not to do that and learn how not to care about doing that. You know what I'm saying? Pleasing others. Yeah. It gets simpler. You know what I'm saying? The more experience you get out here or the more understanding you try to have out here. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So that way you don't have to double back on things deal with certain situations. You know what I'm saying? It saves stuff from a lot of arguments or talking or extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can live in peace.
Yeah. I think for me, like, I didn't really have a good, like, identity of myself growing up because, you know, I grew up in the middle of America and I didn't have any, like, Asian friends or Asian people to look up to that I can, like, get advice from or relate to. And, like, my dad, he was very, like, he's one of those Asian guys that was, like, uh, trying to fit in with mainstream or the white people. He want to get along with the white people for some reason, you know. And I think in order to be real with yourself, you have to study history and know where you came from and why you got to where you got to. And I don't know,
Yeah.
do you how like do you feel like you know a lot about like your ancestry, like your uh like your family from back in the day? Like how far do you know about like your ancestry?
I know a lot, but not enough. I could know more. Shout out to my boy Gene because he always talking about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? We the real, you know what I'm saying? People, like the originators or whatnot. I know, you know what I'm saying? Enough to know who I am, you know what I'm saying? Where I come from and what I'm capable of and what I should be and how I should have been and or whatnot. But it's just the technicalities of it, like far as learning, you know what I'm saying, the God part the of who I am, you know what I'm saying, the power that I really have, you know, to do things, to manifest things as such.
I was gonna say like because like you know the from what I understand as far as like or how I see things as far as like the African American community in America, I feel like a lot of their history is cut off from slavery.
So,
Like
yeah,
the history books in the formal education out here, they don't teach like the roots of where African Americans they really come from, you know. And
they
then
don't.
there's some African Americans that don't take the time to like find their roots and where they're really from, like what maybe what where their ancestors came from, what like tribe or what country uh of Africa that they're from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't want people to know that people came from us. But that's neither here nor that's down. It don't even matter. They'll know sooner or later. So, but like you only can hide stuff so much stuff for so long. You know what I'm saying? And then you need people, certain demographic of people, certain, you know what I'm saying, character of people to put it out. You know what I'm saying? As far as us, so certain people gonna look at this and see it or whatever, just whatever, see the pictures, you know what I'm saying, that you put up and then click on it and, you know what I'm saying, learn something, or see something, or hear something, and then wanna dig into it. Like the boy, you know what I'm saying, Kwame opening up minds and doing shit.
That's why
Trying
like
to
I always respect like the African American community because I feel like they created their own culture out here in the States, you know, like in the US.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that we see today was created by, you know, African Americans through their struggles and through their experiences in life. But we have mainstream media that wants to like always make them look like the bad guys, right, or the criminals.
we don't help it by adding on to it, you know what I'm saying, because the shit we do, you know what I'm saying, to each other and our neighborhood, shit like that. But we like, you know what I'm saying, that guy, we got to get better on that too. Like, we can't expect people to start, you know what I'm saying, respecting us until we respect ourselves. But we coming along, bro, and it's gonna get better. Like, you can definitely believe that.
A lot of times, like people that um, they use certain situations or certain people to um, kind of justify certain things that they'd never experienced in their life. They're like, "See, you see, this person did this, or this group of people did this, so how come it's not fair this way?" But you know, it's like, what are you trying to? When people talk like that, I'm like, what are you trying to prove to me, though? Like, I look at the person, I'm like, what have you done to like, what kind of cause have you stood for? You know, to make people better, right, or help people out. You know, I see a lot of people just stuck in the middle, just complaining about other people, what someone said or what this group of people did or didn't do, and I'm like, what are we really talking about after that? You know,
Yeah,
it's
man,
like
it's
that
the
saying,
same.
if you don't have nothing good to say, man, like don't even say it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly like that thing. It's just But people don't care. They think freedom of speech, and then they forget they gotta be able to back that shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's what? Freedom of speech, consequences.
Yeah.
Consequences behind shit
Some
you
people
say.
talk that shit, but they won't be willing to die for the shit that they say.
You gotta be willing to die for shit you say now.
Yeah. But
Man, shit.
like for example, I'll give you an example like that I hear very often. It's people that are like when certain like black on black crime happens or like uh something that happened like in Miami at the rap concert, they're like, where's Black Lives Matter? Where's BLM when this is happening? And I'm like, it's two different things, you know? It's two have you heard people talk like this before?
Yeah, bro, that's just ignorant people, bro. That's people that say all lives matter, white lives matter. Those are the type of people right there, bro. Like, you trying not to get it, but then again, trying to be sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? You trying to act like you get it, bro. You really don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you go to saying and doing things like that. Because ain't nobody saying black lives don't matter or things like this don't happen, but like, it's just still like, really, bro, like, okay, yeah, like everybody ain't gonna be on the same page. It's gonna be incidents of people hurting people of the same color, same ethnic background or whatever the case may be because they learning, they growing, they gotta get better. It shouldn't happen, but this this is how things happen in the world. Like
Yeah, I don't like.
that's
That's why I don't like that shit, man. Because I'm like, there's 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 yellow on yellow crime too. There's white on white crime too. there's
yeah,
there's a you know brown on brown crime too. So it's like you can't use a negative example to justify your means on if you don't support a certain group or organization.
exactly, bro. You can't, 'cause, you know what I'm saying? Use that.
That's the problem that I have with people like Candace Owens and that other black dude, Officer Tatum, that shit on black people to prove their point. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
just straight
like this.
cooning. I don't fuck with those kind of people, man. I'm like,
Yeah, but
you might feel
uh,
strongly, you might be saying some good points, but you don't have to shit on your own people to make yourself look better or prove your point.
yeah, exactly. Like you say, you don't have to go ham on them. There's a way to get across. It's a way to get your point across. So it just. You know what I'm saying? So many years of being trained, media mentally, and only allowed to say and do so much shit and expecting or not expecting or thinking this gonna happen or that's gonna happen if we say or do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Media trained, so it's like gonna take a lot to break situations, break people, bro. So like, so that's why I say this Kwame shit, bro. Trust me, dog. This shit gonna be big, bro. Watch this.
I see that's what you've been watching a lot lately, man. Is this Kwame Brown? Like I see it, I see where he's coming from, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of times that's just like he's just he's just having his moment right now. Everybody has their moment, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully, a lot of the stuff he's saying that I've heard is true. It's just his truth, and I respect any man that speaks their truth.
But then you can relate to what he's saying, like what he talking about, how he talking about it, and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It just, yeah, everybody gave it, you know what I'm saying? Be a bit fired till it die down and die, whatever. But at the same time, he gonna start some shit. He gonna start people have people looking at people a certain way, or a certain type of way when you talking about this or you talking about that. You know what I'm saying? What kind of light you speaking on this person, speaking this person into? It's just something little, but it'll be big enough because that's all people do is talk.
Yeah,
That's the
just like what we're
thing.
doing right now, right? It's just talking. But I guess that's the form of, that's one way, or that's the only, pretty much the only way it should be is by speaking and talking words and sharing ideas and thoughts.
Yeah, just understanding, agreeing to disagree if you don't agree with certain views or certain instincts or whatever, but it ain't gotta never come to no situation. Just learning, just trying to get better as a people because we gotta still live out here. Everybody gotta live out here. White, black, orange, green, blue, purple. We all still gotta live out here. So how do you want to live out here? How do you want to survive? How do you want to, know what I'm saying, try to thrive with all the unaccounted variables that you're gonna have to deal with? That, you know what I'm saying, bro? Remember them, always remember them unaccounted variables. Okay,
Yep.
always remember like shit that don't you're not counted for. Like you might get up just going to the grocery store, but you're not counting on getting hit in the rear end by an old bitch. You know what I'm saying? Cause she drunk or ain't get her glasses or something happens. You know what I'm saying? It's unaccounted shit. So it's just life, dog, and learning how to deal with those things too. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's not your fault. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, what you talking about
People speaking their truth.
speaking their truths and shit, and speaking their truths and speaking things into reality that they
Yeah,
just gotta
speaking shit into existence.
into existence. They gotta watch what they say and watch how they move. You know what I'm saying? Watch what they say. That's all, because the world was. Did you know how the world was started? I'm gonna tell you just like this.
Hmm.
I'm gonna sit up on your ass just a little bit, get me some bling to tell you how the world was started. This how the world was started, just like this. Let there be light. Let there be, let there be order. Let there be by talking, affirmation. You know what I'm saying? By speaking, everything was spoken into existence before it happened, bro. Understand that. Like the power that we have, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand the power of the person you have, the energy that you have, but to keep up. You ain't just who you is or feel how you feel or call shit on point all the time or most of the time or understand it or can play a 3-on-3 game with niggas and know like, man, your boy's selling me or he could be better or this or that. I know how to do shit. You know what I'm saying? This just ain't no coincidence. You know what I'm saying? You know what a coincidence is. You know what I'm saying? Like you go somewhere and you see a nigga on high yo and he got on a blue shirt polo and you got on a blue polo. That's a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? But shit like calling shit out, feeling things. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy that you can feel. You in California, I'm over here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? You can, and this is shit you can feel, you know what I'm saying? You got your, you know what I'm saying, shit going on, the PBR, you know what I'm saying, bitch, and, you know what I'm saying, bitch, and they been doing that. So you been on this, you know what I'm saying, this vibe for a long time, bro. So affirmation words, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch what we saying, how we saying what we do, and when we do it, because that's just, that's just the power in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we already okay. We know what this world is about. Like far as so what? Okay, they got government, they got this, they got that. We got to pay rent. We got to do this. We got to do this in this world. So, but what's the other thing? You know what I'm saying? What's the peace of mind? What's the hope? What's the what's the what's the good out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, have I? You know what I'm saying? Have I ever said something that came into fruition, got what I wanted? Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you done said some shit that came into fruition. Might not be how you wanted it or sometimes, but it shows you. So now you gotta learn how to talk and say it how you want it and do it how you want it and without speaking all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Talking, using your words is definitely affirmation out here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think too, like sometimes we have to be careful who we listen to as well, you know, because certain people, they get a platform based off of one thing, but they speak on things that they don't know about. And people might believe it just because, you know, they like them for one thing, you know, they like their art or they think they're good at uh, a sport or,
Yeah.
you know, they're even a politician, right? People look at politicians and I'm like, well, you really have to like know why they're saying what they're saying and if they have any like knowledge in it or they're just speaking things that they feel like is going to make them popular, you know what I mean?
Of
Like,
course, because they politicians 9 times out of 10 politicians ain't haven't lived a certain life. You know what I'm saying? So like you out here politicking and saying you're gonna get this for people and be that for people and do this for people, but don't really know how those situations go, how those situations occur, how those situations play out. You just saying what you hearing, you know what I'm saying, what you probably seen, what you know what I'm saying, heard, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, you're gonna politic, you're gonna say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the best job, I'm gonna get the best and I'm gonna do this and upgrade this, but ain't only gonna be really helping a certain percentage of people, not really knowing how to go out there and get into the dirt of the people, you know what I'm saying? Like so like that's when shit like this shit blow up, you know what I'm saying, we gonna know how to get into the Comptons, into the Boynton Beaches, into the goddamn, know what I'm saying, the holes of Florida or California, you know what I'm saying, helping the real youth kids to not be brainwashed, you know what I'm saying, showing them a way out, like the Drew League and shit, like little, you know what I'm saying, that's just one thing, you know what I'm saying, like it's gonna be a lot of that shit because we were born during the best times. Like we older, but at the same time we experience and live a certain, you know what I'm saying, age development and then the understanding that they're still trying to, you know what I'm saying, use this new development technology to brainwash us or whatever, but we can reverse it, you know what I'm saying? We can
Yeah,
really get it out there, you know what I'm saying? We can really help and do better and do bigger.
yeah.
But
But
until
yeah, I agree. I agree. And we have to. But we have to be smart enough to look at the messages that are coming across in the world today so fast through social media and the internet and say, okay, this shit is real, but this shit is fake. You know, this person is saying some truths here, but I don't agree with what they're saying here, or this person doesn't have like an idea of what they're talking about over here. So why would I listen to this person? You know, just because I like them for this reason doesn't mean they're speaking the truth.
you gotta you gotta be able to at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, okay, with Kwame Brown, at the end of the day, he's speaking truth. Like I said, I'm gonna listen to something else he put up, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand what he's saying. He addressed Matt Barnes and all that shit, but he's not trying to be negative. You know, people gonna take the negative and push that narrative. But he trying to show you like, bro, I'm not finna talk down to my people, do this or do that, do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna build us up. So that's where it come in at. Now I only come in at the end of the day with the politicians. You know what I'm saying? What is they showing you at the end of the day after they done politician? Because you got to do your homework. You got to do your homework. You can't. They just not gonna show you. You got to go see what they doing in their afterlife or some. You know what I'm saying? Or catch something in the afterlife or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To see what type of person they may be, or get some kind of character out of them, or get some kind of fiction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
You
I
know,
can
but sorry,
that.
yeah, sorry to cut you off. Like, but I don't think that like Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson were trying to shit on Kwame Brown. I think they were just giving their opinion about
They did.
what they
No,
thought
they
about
did.
Kwame Brown. But like, I
I
feel like
see.
Kwame Brown has the right to defend himself as well, you know, and speak his truth too.
But only reason Kwame Brown responded, I seen the podcast that All the Smoke did. Shout out to them boys, man, Steven Jack, them boys. But Jenny Buss was on the podcast and Gilbert Arenas and shit, and they was saying something about the trade of Paul Gasol with Kobe Bryant when they acquired Paul Gasol from wherever he was at. You know what I'm saying? To get Paul Gasol team up with Kobe, they traded like 2-3 people. And then uh Matt Barnes, he did like this. He tapped your boy Steven Jack. So Steven Jack, he had to say nothing. He had to do nothing. I say he could have left it on Matt Barnes. He was like, oh man, y'all just traded one player. It was really one player, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that. Then they cut to Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, whatever. So and Jenny Buss just, Jenny Buss, the white bitch, she just she like, oh my God. That, you know what I'm saying? So they obviously talking about Kwame Brown. So then that's when Kwame Brown come on. He like, yeah, you bitch that nigga ain't got nothing to do except for down a nigga 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying, about something. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So that's how it all really started and kicked off. Like, he wasn't never said nothing, you know what I'm saying? No boys, like, they weren't even asking him, saying nothing about me. I was just talking about a trade to get Paul Gasol and all that. And then
he talking about Becky with the good hair wanna put his finger waves and then tell what's the name, do that, and then Steven Jack, bitch, stat 5, all that shit. Man. That bitch going crazy, dog. Them ashy ass hands. That bitch hands be ashy when he be talking and shit. Kwame Brown.
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, we can't, I think it's good that Kwame Brown's speaking up for himself and speaking his truth and defending himself. But at the same time, we as people, we can't lose focus of the bigger picture. And I think at the end of the day, all three of them know what the bigger picture is. Kwame Brown, Matt Barnes, and Steven Jackson. They know what they're doing. I don't think they and I think they know like what it is right now. So we as people got to say, okay, are they really? Do they really like care or feel this much about what they're talking about, or are they doing a lot of this stuff for like entertainment? You know what I mean? Is it entertainment at this point?
Kwame Brown ain't on that bullshit, bro. The man driving a tractor trailer, bro. The man, these boys, Steven Jack, know what I'm saying? They getting paid and doing all that shit. They got a show. They got to keep up a show. They got to keep up a narrative.
Yeah.
Kwame Brown, they got to keep up nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just keep fucking with them. He can talk, he want to talk, say what he want to say. So, you know what I'm saying? It's up to Kwame Brown if he want to waste his time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He get paid now, you know what I'm saying? Because he blew up.
Yeah.
Got enough follows and all that. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? Kwame Brown ain't a nigga that's gonna waste his time. It's been 20 years. I'm finna waste my fucking time right now, 2021, after Corona and all this. I'm living good. I'm sick of you niggas out. You know what I'm saying? I'm really sick of you niggas talking about, like, saying this shit, bitch, and I played in the league 12 years. Fuck is you niggas talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, and then, bitch, I really get that. Like, so, it just be so long, you know what I'm saying? A solid person sit back and take stuff, dog. This just me being black, looking inside and understanding, you know what I'm saying, situation, circumstances, as far as, you know what I'm saying, dealing with that type of stuff and being black, you know what I'm saying? And I can't say about being white or you know what I'm saying, others, like, dealing with that.
Yeah.
But that in the hood and being from the hood, and you know what I'm saying? Bitch, what are you talking about my mama house? I was 17. You niggas want to worry about, as soon as they say something about anything, ever say my name again, you want to try to down me, you know what I'm saying? Make it seem, make it, you know what I'm saying, bring up a situation that ain't got nothing to do with me. She talking about Paul Gasol. We talking about Paul Gasol, you know what I'm saying? You making it about me. So that's how that shit went anyway. But yeah, he opened up a whole can of worms. Just took the dough and just opened up a whole bunch of more shit.
Yeah.
It's,
No, I respect. I respect all three of them. I feel like they're all real motherfuckers that speak their truth, and I don't think it's at the end of the day there's no right or wrong. I feel like it's just each man's opinion, on different things. But I don't think it's like that serious to like, fight about and shit,
Yeah, it ain't that serious to fight about at all.
Yeah.
It definitely not that serious to fight about at all. Like, but once you go to throwing, once you start shit, once you say something, you gotta stand on that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say something to somebody, and you can't say nothing to nobody and think you ain't gonna have to stand on that.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, I think they either gotta agree to disagree, or just one of them, or all of them, just gotta shake hands and say, I apologize if I hurt your feelings, and let it go.
That's it. That's it. It's over. Yeah, like Kwame Brown ain't trying to fight. He ain't on that, man. He trying to have, know what I'm saying, get it better for black athletes and people in general, bro. Like, he ain't on that. Like, that was them boys, know what I'm saying, mad because he came back talking and dissing them boys and saying that Steve and Jack do this and do that and all that. So you know what I'm saying? He had it. People gonna pot shot and hit below the belt or whatever. So
yeah, I'm gonna take a piss real quick, and then I gotta go pick up my manager pretty soon. But we can close out on something when I get back, if that's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
All right, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes though. I appreciate your time still.
All right, no problem, nigga.
All right.
Go ahead, do your thing.
All right, be right back, my friends. Interesting stuff, though. Interesting stuff. It's just,
If you don't know what the right things is, this is opinion. This is just go off good and bad. How you feel? Because you can feel like, oh, I don't feel good. Kill my mom. It doesn't feel good to do this or do that. So I'm pretty sure you can learn from that. You know what I'm saying? So and then just tell people how you feel, man. Don't try to put up with things that you can't that feel overwhelmed or whatnot. And then I want to say stoic. STOIC, stoic.
mm-hmm.
That's a person that can endure pain or hardship without showing any feelings of complaining. You know what I'm saying? Like a member of an ancient philosopher school of stoicism. So stoic, be stoic, people. No matter what, you're gonna go through shit. So, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna endure it and make it. You know what I'm saying? Take a L, like I say, the L's that we started off talking about. They make them learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Make them better. And this is growing your mind. This is, you know what I'm saying? You can always, you know what I'm saying, learn something new or get something new and give it to somebody, and it can help them. You never know who you help. So, but yeah, we stoic out here. None don't make it. You know what I'm saying? None don't break it. You know what I'm saying? You make it. But yeah.
Yep. Real talk, man. Real talk. I like that. I know what you mean. And I think a lot,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like what Martin Luther King Jr. said. He said, a true test of a man isn't how he stands when things are calm and peaceful. It's how he stands during times of adversity and pain and struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the realest time, nigga. Hey, for real. Hey, yeah, like I don't care. I don't. Hey, I don't expect to see no nigga when I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna see a nigga when I'm up. But when I'm down here, right here, trying to get out the mud, this like, and I see you, that mean more to me. You know what I'm saying? Then when I get up, cause excuse me, I expected to see you when I got up. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? When I'm down, that's when I love to see you. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying, what was going on. You seen it. You seen it come up. That's why I be telling you, bro, when we talking this shit, the come up that's gonna be great. Cause we're gonna be both talking about it from a whole different side of the planet and be able to have a whole story, get the folks, to get the people that and you don't believe it, but it's true, bitch. Yeah, I started off video games, bitch.
Yeah. That video game journey for me, man, that shit was kind of tough because when you get to like a certain level that I got to in it, and I don't feel like I even reached like the highest level I could have took that video game shit to. But
Yeah,
the shit that I didn't like about it was a lot of fake people, There was a lot of fake people coming at me when the attention was on me. And that's why I had
yeah,
to take a step back. And then, now I'm at a place where like I feel like when I live stream, like there's a lot more real people in there than fake.
yeah, bro. Like I'm like, yeah, cause especially when you hit the 99, that 1 year, you was like the first 99 and shit.
Yeah.
Uh, I know you're gonna go crazy, but then, no, I already knew what type of nigga you was. Know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter to you. You rather have real company, real people around you than, know what I'm saying, just a whole crowd or entourage or some shit.
Yeah.
So,
I couldn't handle, and I knew if I wanted to like keep that big of a crowd of people that are just around me just because of what I did, like I would have to put on an image and be fake too, to a certain extent. And I was like, man, I can't be fake
yeah.
with myself though. you know
Mm,
and put on
can't
that
be, bro.
and put on that image, but some people can play that part, but I couldn't do it. I was like, if I'm going to get attention, I want it to be because I'm speaking my truth, and a lot of people don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah, but they not you. So,
Yeah.
you gotta be you.
Yep. if I'm gonna if
Ain't
I'm
nobody gonna,
Yeah, facts.
ain't nobody gonna be the burnt egg roll.
but but it took a while too, man. I had to take a step back too from that attention and find out who I was too, by doing a lot of self education, going back and reading more books about the history of the world and, you know, politics and things of that nature. So when I do speak about it, I'm not speaking from a place of ignorance, you know.
Yeah, unknowingly, and just trying to fit in and all that shit. You
Yeah.
speaking from knowledge and
Hmm.
wisdom, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's what's up. But that's how you should be speaking. That's how all people should be moving. But they just be trying to, oh yeah, I don't even be none. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay not to know, bro. That's the best thing not to know, cause you get to grow now.
Yeah. They do a
You
lot of,
know?
yeah. Yep. Like, just yeah, just trying to separate the real from the fake and don't do things for like that fake love, you know.
Situate the real ones from the fake ones. All you need is him come fake. He talking real. Hey, what that song get at the he trying to situate the real ones from the fake.
Yeah, I know what
Why
you
you
talking. I
think
know.
it's
I remember.
fun? And
I think that's
yeah,
I want to say that's something from like either Junior Mafia or Notorious B.I.G.
yeah. So it's like I think
I got
B.I.G.
no time for fake ones. Yeah, something like that.
Just talk with the real ones. Some
Yeah.
East Coast straight and love, son. So why you keep talking shit? We count it bank, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of this? There's a Asian MC. I'm not sure what Asian country he represents, but his name is like Raiden Rush. He used to be Gold Rush.
No,
You never heard of this cat?
no.
Oh, okay. He's a
Yeah,
he's an
right.
Asian cat, but he's from Florida. Like he used to be down with like Trick Daddy.
I'm gonna go look him up though.
Yeah, he's
I'm,
if you remember that Trick Daddy song called Bet That?
yeah,
Yeah, he was in that music video for Bet That. You know, he's the Asian cat in there, but he's been on his grind, man, and he reps he reps Florida hard. Like, and I was listening to his music, and he's real. You know, he spits a lot of real stuff. You know,
yeah.
check out.
I bet he's been in Florida forever. So
Yeah, check out. He just put out a track called "So Many Nights" with Flesh and Bone from Bone Thugs and some other guy. But that's a good track.
I'm,
I think you would like it, man, because it's just real shit about like the grind and the struggle. You know.
what's his name? Rush what?
Right now it's Raiden Rush, like from Raiden from Mortal Kombat,
Yeah,
and then Rush Rush, but he has
yeah,
a lot of music under his old name called Gold Rush. That was his old name, but he changed it to Raiden Rush. But he produces and he raps, so he makes a lot of good music and he spits that real. I forgot what county he reps, like Broward County or someplace like that. I forgot,
okay.
but he's dope though.
That's like that's like five. That's like 10 minutes from Dade, and like 15 minutes from me.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll send you a link to his video on IG after we get up off here.
Yeah. You can just send me the link. I'll go check him out.
Yeah, you got any positive words you want to leave the people with? Any shout outs before we get out of here?
Hey man, it's not about you all the time. Stop being selfish. Help others. You don't got to go out your way, but just keep it real. That's helping them enough.
I feel you. Any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the A1 Day One boys. Fam first, family first, the burnt arrow, the P.V.R movement, all that, man. California to Florida, all the way to the bottom, man. Hey, Toot, daddy love you. I miss you, baby. My son, sister, senior. God, you already know. Yeah. Hey, we on the way up. A1 Day One, this the real talk. One small step for man, one giant leap for Boynton Beach. We out this
All right, I like that. Positive words from a positive man, true survivor. Spyda the Realest, man.
bitch.
Appreciate your time and being a part of this episode today.
That part, I appreciate being invited to be part of the episode. Like I said, man, it's only my second one, and you did both of them. So when I'm up there, this gonna be the first nigga you see. You know what I'm saying, bitch? And the bitches around me. It's that part. It's my brother from another. So you fucking with that.
You fucking with me. You playing with that, don't play with me. All right. That way.
Right on. Respect. All right, man.
Respect.
Yeah.
100.
Yep.
Stay up. Good time to see you.
For sure though. All right, man. I appreciate you though. And
All right,
yeah,
buddy.
hit me up anytime on IG, man.
Already, love. Stay up.
All right. All right, Spider. Take it easy, man. Stay
You too.
blessed.
You know it.
All right. Take care. All right. Thank you.